Announcement from Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. It's a fabulous BOGO bonanza just in time for Christmas. It's buy one, get one free on everything at Bob Wine's. Let me repeat that. Now, wherever you look in this huge 5-acre gardening superstore, it's a super buy one and get one. We're talking about everything for Christmas plus everything else. We're talking poinsettias, live Christmas trees, Christmas cactus, even Bob Wine's famous camellias, azaleas, gardenias, every tree, every plant in stock, even citrus and palm trees. You buy one, you'll get one absolutely free. Bring your car, bring your pickup, tell your friends about it, but be ready to take home the loot. You asked for it, Ocala. Now for a limited time, just before Christmas, it's buy one, get one on everything at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Special store hours 9 to 5, Saturdays till 2. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. 60 years and still growing.
All right, thank you, Bob. 11 minutes after 10 o'clock, beautiful Tuesday morning. Still a little bit cool out there. I see people still bundled up a little bit. That guy has a sweatshirt. His child has a nice warm coat, it looks like, right? Hey, we've had a tradition here at WOCA, especially this show, the AM Ocala Live shows, where at the end of the year, usually after Christmas, we will give away the books that we have accumulated over the course of the year that are the books that we've spoken to the authors from, most of them. So in some cases, we were sent the books, and then for one reason or another, the author never got on the air. But this year, we decided to do it before Christmas because some of you might want to give these away as gifts. Now, the idea came to us when we were in Barnes & Noble this past weekend.
Yeah.
And as we're walking through Barnes & Noble, Robin's looking for a specific book from one of our guests, as a matter of fact, Debbie Maycomer.
Yep. Debbie Maycomer, and then for my sister-in-law, and then Jack Reardon for my nephew. So
it occurs to us as we're walking through the bookstore that many of the names in this bookstore are people we've spoken to. So then Robin goes to check out at the checkout line, and Robin is buying books from a lady we've spoken to. And in fact, in Debbie's case, we've sort of become friends with her.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm seeing other people buying books from people we've spoken to. I thought, the people we speak to write books that are being given as gifts.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of them here, and we want to give them away to you right now. I will go through the book titles. I'll give you a little synopsis of the book title, of the book, whatever it says on the inside flap, basically. Mm-hmm. And if you want the book, you tell me you want the book, and you got the book.
Yeah.
It'll be waiting for you. Most of them we only have one copy, but there's a few books here that we have a couple of copies. All right, so I'm just going to go through these one at a time. The first one I have is a big hardcover book called Let It Shine. It is about as big as a small dictionary, I guess you might say, but it's still a big book. It's got 495 pages or so. It is the 6,000-year story of solar energy. It is. It's called Let It Shine is the Solar Bible. It's written by John Perlin, and the number to call if you want it, and you are just welcome to call if you want it, 622-9622. Even as concern over climate change and energy security fuel a boom in solar technology, many still think of solar as a 20th century wonder. Few realize that the first photovoltaic array appeared on a New York City rooftop in 1884, or that brilliant engineers in France were using solar power in the 1860s to run steam engines, or that in 1901 an ostrich farmer in Southern California used a single solar engine to irrigate 300 acres of citrus trees. I won't read it anymore, but that's the book. It's called Let It Shine, the 6,000-year story of solar energy. If you want it, tell me you want it. I'll put your name on it, and we'll leave it for you. I think I have somebody who wants it. Robin, let me make sure I grab the right mouse here. I got two mouses.
And you have 7 days to pick up the book, so that's the rules.
So we'll leave them here with your name on them. Good morning. You want this one?
Good morning, guys. Yes, I do. I'm going to give it to my husband.
And who's this?
Mary.
Mary, you've got it. Yeah, this is a good one. A big, thick book. It gives a lot of history.
Yeah, I think he'd like that one. Thank you so much.
All right, Mary, you got it.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. And these are first come, first serve, up for grabs, and that one I only have one of, so Mary got that one. Some of them I'll tell you if I have more than one. And I know somewhere in here we have some information on an ebook that we're giving away too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you how to do that. All right, the next one I saw in the store. I saw this one in Barnes & Noble. Mm-hmm. And that one too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this. This one is called Poison Pill. This is a novel We just spoke to this guy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
New York Times bestselling author Glenn Kaplan is the author of Poison Pill. I don't remember the story. Let me read the flap. Caught in a war that pits greed and ambition against conscience and love, Emma Conway faces the fight of her life to save her family, her company, and everything she treasures. Emma is finally living the dream, a happy second marriage, and a great career. She has built Percival and Baxter's painkiller, Acordinol, into a huge success, but her dream becomes a nightmare when a Wall Street raider threatens a hostile takeover. Worse, the raider is no ordinary cutthroat, but her ex-husband, Josh Katz, and father of their teenage son. Poison Pill's defense implodes when a mysteriously tainted batch starts killing people. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is a novel. I guess you can tell it's what would you call it? Thriller, mystery, whatever you would call it. Mm-hmm. And there you go. It's called Poison Pill. It's on the bestsellers list. It's a novel, and it's written by Glenn Kaplan. If you want it, tell me so, and we'll set it aside because nobody's calling.
Yep.
The next one I also saw on the bookshelves over at Barnes & Noble. It's called Rasputin's Shadow. This is written by Raymond Khoury. I saw it on the bookshelves at Barnes & Noble. It sells for $27.95. It's also a hardcover book, as is the one I just told you about. This is 406 pages long. The New York Times bestselling author of The Last Templar delivers an ingenious, fast-paced thriller that delves into one of history's most intriguing mysteries, the meteoric and bizarre rise to power of the infamous Russian mystic Rasputin. On a cold, bleak day in 1916, a mining pit in Siberia turns into a bloodbath when its miners are overcome by a strange paranoia and attack one another savagely and ferociously. Minutes later, two men, a horrified scientist and Grigory Rasputin, trusted confidant of the Tsar, hit a detonator, blowing up the mine to conceal all evidence of the carnage.
I know.
The book sells for $27.95. It's called Rasputin's Shadow. If you want it, it's yours. I only have one of them, right?
Yes.
So we'll set that aside. Now here's one. This is not a novel. This is called Becoming Vegan, The Everyday Guide to Plant-Based Nutrition. And I remember talking to this author. It is not a cookbook, I don't think. No. There's no recipes in here, but it's got a lot of information about becoming a vegan. So that's it. It's a nice book. It's a soft cover, but large soft cover book. If you want it, it's yours. Call me up. The next one is a small average sized paperback. It's called Lessons of the Lost. It's written by Scott C. Hammond. Finding Hope and Resilience in Work, Life, and the Wilderness. I believe this is a philosophical book, right?
Yeah.
It's called Self-Improvement on the back. A self-improvement book. Lessons of the Lost by Scott Hammond. You can have it if you want it. Oh, let me take a phone call. And you can ask for something I mentioned earlier. You don't have to talk about the one I'm on right now. Good morning. You want one of the books?
Yes, the last one you mentioned about becoming a vegan.
The vegan one.
Mary
Okay.
again.
Okay, Mary, you got
Vegan.
it. You got it. It'll be waiting for you. Thank you, Mary. Okay. All right, so Lessons of the Lost, we'll set that aside. Mary wants the vegan one. What's this one? Oh, this was an interesting interview.
Yeah, there's two of those.
Two of these. Okay, we have two of these. And by the way, if you can't call in, if you want to come and actually look at the books, we can do that, right?
Oh, sure. We'll have them right up front for you to look through it.
This one is called 17. That's the name of the book. Book 1, and it's written by Mark Deal. This is a mystery also. I believe this is a historical mystery, right?
Yeah.
And what can I read to give you an idea? Corporations control all of the world's diminishing resources and all of its governments, dividing the world into two types of people: those who unquestioningly obey and those who die. Most of the world's 17 billion humans are unconscious, perpetually serving their employers as part of massive brain trusts. The ecosystem has collapsed. Naturally growing plants have been declared illegal, and everything from food to housing to medicines must be synthesized from secretions of genetically modified bacteria. Well, anyway, that's the gist of the book. Mark Deal is the author. If you want the book called 17, I have 2 copies, so I can take two.
Yep.
Well, the next one is written by one of our publicists, the men and women who call us to put the guests on our show. Sometimes also are authors themselves. In this case, P.J. Nunn is the author. The book is called Private Spies. and it is a Jesse Morgan mystery, and it's signed. So some of these might be signed. I should have started looking. But anyway, PJ signed it, and Patsy, who works here, was reading it, not knowing that it was from a publicist, who was bragging about how much she was enjoying reading it. It's a fictional story, and then we told her, hey, that's one of our publicists. And the publicist was happy to hear that she had a happy reader. So if you want that one, you can have it. Dogs Running a Hill by Joe Abruzzo. Let me see what this one is about. I don't remember this one. If you love something so much, you are vulnerable. Somebody or something can get to you. If you lack faith, you have created another vulnerability, a second Achilles heel. Jay Guarini has an unconditional love for the dogs that he raised, trained, and bird hunted. He also questions faith. Hounded by evil, yet aided by good, Jay's adventures from hunting the bird fields of Kansas to traveling the world to help with search and rescue further strengthen his bond with the love for dogs. Based on the screenplay A Day in a Dog Years, the story depicts the growing relationship between Jay and a series of canines that helped him find comfort, direction, and hope. When evil attacks his love by harming his dogs, he has nowhere to turn except to respond in kind. Now, as Jay faces his own mortality, the secret that he has kept covered for many years threatens to overtake his peace of mind. Can the canine friends he has devoted his life to now be the answer to his own salvation? I don't remember this one.
Yeah, we were holding it for the author, and
But they never
there
came
was
on?
an emergency, and then
Okay.
he had to cut his
So
book tour short.
Dogs
so.
Running a Hill. It is a hardcover book. It's written by Joe Abruzzo, and if you want it, you let me know. The number, if you want to call in, by the way, and tell me right now, is 622-WOCA, which is the WOCA Climate Control Source Hotline.
Yep.
All right, now the other day we had a lady who called in, and she's got two books. They go together. One is really a blank book, just to be honest with you. And they're sold as a package, and it's a Christmas idea. Heartfelt Letters from Santa to You, a precious keepsake that grows more precious with every passing year. The blank book is intended for you to write in so that your children have memories. And I believe the Parent's Guide is the other one, and that gives you an idea of what to do. Oh, okay.
We
So-
have two sets, one
we have-
hardcover, one softcover.
Okay, I didn't realize that. We got the hardcover one and the softcover ones. If you want them, you get the set, the blank one and the written one, and just tell me you want it. It's yours. That's a great Christmas one, by the way. Oh, the next one is a hot book.
Yeah.
It is a sexy book, sexual book. It's called Against All Odds. You flip this open, it's kind of like 50 Shades of Grey
Yep.
in a way.
We got two of those.
It's written by Jew Ephraim, that is her name, and you can have it. We have two of those. Actually, we have two from her with that title and two others from her with another title, also another sexy book called Temptation to Sin. It's also written by Jew Ephraim. They're romance novels, basically.
Yeah.
They're hot romance novels.
Yes,
so if you
they
want
are.
them, you let me know. 622-WOCA. Good morning. You want one of the books I've mentioned?
Against all odds, this is Mary again.
You got it, Mary. It'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
You're my only
Thanks,
taker
Paul.
so far.
Huh?
You're my only taker so far. Nobody else is calling in. That's okay.
I don't know.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I would rather see these books go get read, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I got somebody that wants it too. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, we have the Alan Helgason book for sale. To give away.
Yeah.
It is an ebook. Now, here's how this one works. This is the story called The 30-Something Snap. This is about the guy who lives in New York. He's 39 years old, and he is just worried about becoming 40.
That's right.
And so this is a free ebook. You can get the Nook or you can get the Kindle. And what you have to do is write him. So let me give you his email address, and he will send you a free Nook, not the device, but the book, or a free Kindle version of his book
Right.
called The 30-Something Snap. His email address is Alan, A-L-A-N,
Okay.
A-L-A-N, at the30somethingsnap.com.
Okay.
We don't have the books here, and we had two of them,
Yeah.
and we gave them away when we did the interview. And now he's offering the ebook for free to anybody who writes them. So write him and tell him you heard about it on WOCA, Alan at the30somethingsnap.com. Make sure you tell him whether you want the Kindle ebook or the Nook ebook, and he'll send you it for free.
Okay.
Deal?
Very important deal.
All right, next one is The Investigator, 50 Years of Uncovering the Truth. It's written by Terry Lenzner. It's a memoir.
Yeah, he worked with the government and all that stuff under Nixon and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, I remember this guy. Yeah, this was a good one. The Los Angeles Times once called investigator lawyer Terry Lenzner one of the most powerful and dreaded private investigators in the world. In his 50-year career, Lenzner has worked with politicians, celebrities, governments, and corporations worldwide. With a steadfast commitment to the truth, he has uncovered facts that have shaped policy and influenced major legal battles. In this captivating memoir, Lenzner speaks about his varied career and high-profile cases. For the first time at the Justice Department in 1964, he investigated the murder of 3 civil rights workers, an infamous event that inspired the film Mississippi Burning. He led the National Legal Services Program for the Poor, prosecuted organized crime in New York, defended peace activist Philip Berrigan, and represented CIA operative Sid Gottlieb. As a counsel to the Senate Watergate Committee, Lenzner investigated Nixon and followed the money trail that led to the Watergate burglary cover-up. So this is a true memoir written by Terry Lenzner. If you want it, it's called The Investigator. It's yours. Mm-hmm. I only have a few more minutes. We do not have enough time to get through every book in the box here. You are welcome to come into the studio, look through the box, help yourself, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we'll leave him up front.
Oh, we got Stacy's book here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Stacy Rollins from here in Ocala. She's written a beautiful, colorful book for children. It's called Colorful, and we only have one of hers, right?
Yes.
And it is a book that she wrote so that she could help children learn how to say the words for colors, and she does it with clever photography.
Yes, she does.
So you get to say, how do you say the word yellow in English? How do you get to say the word yellow in Spanish? And then what is yellow? Well, she shows corn. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's a very cute book for children. If you want it, it's written by Stacy Rollins right here in Ocala. She works over at the Hilton and is involved in so many different community things. Her book, again, up for grabs, the one I have anyway. Give us a call, 622-9622 if you want it. Did I knock one down?
Yep, that was it.
Which one? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can squeeze a couple more in before it's time for Joe. You know, we have this one. This one is called The Teacher's Tackle Box. Mm-hmm. This is written by 2 teachers. Each of them have 30-something years experience working as teachers. And there's a CD. Like if you read the cover, it says free CD available. Well, what it is actually is a downloadable audio program. Inspiration, motivation, and solutions for everyday classroom problems. This is especially for teachers, exclusively for teachers, I would think. But we have 2 of them. They're up for grabs if you want them. Good morning. You want one of the books I've mentioned?
Yes, this is Ann. I couldn't hear all of them, but you had one about colors or something for children?
Yeah, the one's from Stacy.
Okay. I would like to have that because I'm going to take it down to the library maybe and see if Lee would like to have it for his children.
Oh, that's a nice idea. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It'll be waiting for you, Ann.
Yeah, and I'll look through the box. I may get some others.
Okay. It'll be here for you if you want to look through it, okay?
Okay, Merry Christmas, guys.
Thank you. And let me end with a Merry Christmas. The other day we had a pastor in here, Pastor Burl. Yes. Pastor Burt, Steve Burt. Mm-hmm. And he wrote a book called A Christmas Dozen. Now, what this is, every Christmas Eve, he was a pastor of a church. He lives in the Villages. And every Christmas Eve at the church he was a pastor at, he would write a sermon, of course. And his sermons were always different on Christmas Eve because he told stories, Christmas stories. Mm-hmm. And so during the course of 26 years, I think he said, he did this. And then one day he decided to put a book together of 12 of them. So he picked out his 12 favorites, and he put them into this book called A Christmas Dozen. And he brought us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, he brought more than that, but we've given some away. But we've got 8 of them left. It's a small little book, but there's a dozen stories in here, and they're all based on the sermons that he gave Christmas Eve for the past 26 years. Well, 12 of the 26 years.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
amazing.
That one is called A Christmas Dozen, and we've got 8 of them. So if you want to come in and pick them up, you are welcome to. First come, first serve. And I guess that's all the time we have. If you want any of those books, remember the e-book is the only one that we don't have here. You'll have to write to the author for that one. And if you want to put your name on any of these, come on in, or just I'll take one more call. Good morning. You want one of the books?
Yes, I was wondering if I could reserve the teacher's tackle box.
Okay. What's your first name?
Sharon.
Sharon?
Sharon.
Okay, Sharon.
And what is the first initial of your last name?
C.
C as in cook?
Yes, ma'am.
C. Okay.
All right, Sharon,
excellent.
you've got it. It'll be waiting for you.
Is there a time that I can come in, or is you guys there after 6 o'clock? Somebody there?
No, there won't be anybody here after 6. Usually they close between 4:30 and 5 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you.
But we'll hold it for a week or so, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. And again, the box of books that we're drawing these from, instead of being in our office, which is where they normally are, we'll keep them out in a public place. And just come on in and look through them. If you want them, you're welcome to them. That's the whole idea here. We always give them away at the end of the year anyway. Just this year we decided to do it before Christmas. All right, let's push forward. And Joe Reichel is up next. He's going to tell you what he does when he finds out that a home has been damaged. He's from Damage Control Services. We'll talk to Joe in just a minute. We'll be right back. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, everybody. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5